names.
At that time, because what this was, what, 80, 89, 90?
Yeah, about 88, 89, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you just said people's names. And then,
And I laid it out, and I
Right.
showed them the books.
right.
And I looked it up and showed it to him. This paragraph says this. These people control film industry, TV,
Right.
music industry.
And as we know right now,
these are the players.
when we talk about media, there's 6 major corporations that control
Exactly.
all of media.
Exactly.
This is beyond the music industry. And this is, you were laying that construct down back then and naming names, calling them to the
Exactly.
table. But
Right.
even as we sit right here today, there's 6 major corporations that control everything that is delivered to you as we speak.
Exactly. So the 6 people can sit in this room and decide everything
Yeah.
that we experience as far as entertainment. We watching the movies, reading the magazines. 6 people.
Right.
I laid that out. It wasn't a Jewish conversation.
Right.
It was about the music industry. The first 20 minutes of the conversation, we was laughing, joking, dapping each other up,
Right.
talking.
Right.
His girlfriend walked in. We were talking about David Mills now,
Right.
who dropped dead on a movie set.
Right.
His girlfriend walks in, and his girlfriend's white and Jewish. Well, I'm from Roseville, Long Island. We don't have no experience with white people like that. So I'm like,
Except for Howard Stern.
exactly right. Exactly. So when she came and sat down, the complexion of the conversation changed. It became more, and I'm like, you
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple of times he even pressed the pause button on the cassette.
Yeah,
recorder.
that privilege starts speaking. And
Right. So now
trying
he
to-
had to change his tone because
Right.
now the white Jewish girlfriend is sitting next to him.
Right.
And she's getting offended
Right.
by me calling out the Cohens and the Moskowitz and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
blacks
Right. Right.
and I'm like, okay, but still no hatred involved. I'm just laying the history
Yeah,
out.
we're just speaking facts.
When I finished the interview, he admitted and said to himself, you know something, this is the kind of stuff that can get you in a lot of trouble. And I'm like, now keep in mind now, I'm in my 20s.
Just like these conversations.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but fearless is. So, and you just saying what you saying. You speaking facts.
Exactly.
There's no reason to be scared of anything when you're speaking the truth.
So I left that interview with what you just said, with that.
Right.
And he faxed it to the Village Voice in New York.
Right.
Front page blew up. It went out, and it's like Professor Griff, anti-Semitic, blah 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 blah, whatever. And when I first told Chuck, he said, "So what? You told the truth. The truth is the truth."
Right.
Everybody's gung ho. Yeah,
Yeah.
Griff dapping me
Just
up.
what we saying right here.
Hoisting me up on their shoulders.
Yeah.
A week or 2 later, I'm the boogeyman. I'm the bad man. I'm the this, that, and the other.
Griff,
I'm
we got to
breaking
separate ourselves.
Exactly. And I didn't understand it from someone. Now, this is the painful part. From someone I grew up with, man, since I was 4 or 5 years old.
Right. Right.
How do you do that?
Right.
How do you sit in a room and have one of your friends tell you who you fought with, who you ate with, broke bread with?
Right.
You know, how do you do it? Then a group of brothers that I came up with, the S1Ws, who, you know, we did everything together.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Public Enemy thing was Chuck and Flav, who was actually signed. Then it was me and Terminator, the Public Enemy Live thing.
Right.
Constitutes Public Enemy. I brought the S1Ws.
Right. Right.
So when you talk about the money situation, it was Chuck and Flav, of course, then me and Terminator, and then check this out.
Right.
Out of my little money, I cut it up and paid them.
Wow. So it wasn't about the bread at all.
It wasn't about the bread at all because Chuck said, 2 years in, we out. We said, cool, let's shake the industry up and get out.
Yeah, y'all wasn't looking for. And that's the thing what people got to understand too, especially back then. Hip hop wasn't about money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the only place where you actually could make money because the hands that
They
we
had it
speaking
on
of,
lock.
they had it on lock. It was
Exactly.
slavery. Let's just keep it what it was. But live is where you could make money.
And that's right.
And that's from the blues days all the way to today.
Exactly.
Where you seeing all these cats with all these diamonds and all that, that's because they getting 50,000 a night.
Exactly.
That's because, and back then it was 1,000 a night, maybe.
Thank you. And we were on a van driving ourselves.
Right, and it's 20 of y'all.
Right.
Splitting up $1,000 a night.
Exactly. So that's the real of it. And the whole idea of separating myself from these cats prematurely that we came up. Now let's keep the timeline in mind.
Yeah.
In the 86, 87, the albums